Hi everyone, Caroline here. Do your healing crystals directly touch your body? Or are you the type of person who loves to carry healing crystals in your purse or in your pocket? I've seen some people who carry their healing crystals in their pocket, and I've always wondered how that works for them. Anywho, in this video, I want to share with you a perspective which those who wear crystals or who work with crystals for healing can consider if the crystals that they are wearing are not working effectively. Okay? All right. If you are wearing crystals or using crystals to address physical healing or emotional healing situations, the crystals that you are wearing need to directly touch your body. They need to directly touch your skin. There has to be direct physical contact, okay? And that means that the crystals that you're working with for healing purposes don't need to be in your pocket. They don't need to be in your purse. They don't need to be in an area within the proximity of where you are. They need to be directly touching your skin in some way, shape, or form, unless, of course, if you have them in your pocket or in your purse, you at some point intend to take them out of your pocket or your purse and hold them in the palm of your hands or on your hand chakra for extended periods of time, which is something that most of us can't do consistently. We can't always be holding our stones directly over our hand chakras for long periods of time, which is not a good thing for those who are working with crystals consciously for healing purposes. The crystals just gotta touch our skin directly. And this is why wearing crystals as jewelry is so important, because we have the crystals touching our skin directly 24/7 over an extended period of time, and we don't have to worry about the crystal not being in close proximity to us and doing what it's got to do on our behalf as they support us in our healing processes. As a matter of fact, I usually also always have a thing about crystals that are encased in metal. Like this one here. This is a beautiful Larimar crystal, but the back of the crystal is encased in metal. And for some reason, I just don't vibe with a crystal that is caged, where the energy is not flowing. This is just a personal thing for me in the way that I feel about energy. I'd rather have my crystal open on both ends like this one. This is also a Larimar piece. I hope you can see it. I'd rather have them open in that way where the energy flows so beautifully and the crystal itself is directly touching my skin. Anyway, that's neither here or there. The important thing is wearing healing crystal jewelry is so important in achieving direct skin contact on a consistent basis. The consistency of having the crystal energy flow through your body if you're working with crystals for healing is very, very important. So to achieve tangible results in healing, it's just not a matter of working with crystals for an hour or whenever you like or haphazardly or every now and then. There has to be a consistency. You might want to work with a specific set of crystals for a week or for a month or for 3 months. As you allow the energies of the crystals to engage with your body and to support you through the process, and as you also work with the healing matters that the crystals are bringing forward for you to look at. Because working with crystals is always a partnership. It's never just about the crystals doing something for you. It's both you and the crystals interacting consciously, and you paying attention and noticing and observing and letting go of things that do not serve you in terms of the underlying energetic root causes of physical illnesses or diseases. And some of these things are based on emotions that we hold in our energetic body, like anger and bitterness and anxiety and shame and unforgiveness and grief. And this body, mind, spirit connection of how emotions cause disease is just such a huge but important topic, which is not something that we're talking about today. What is important today is for you to ensure that if you're working with crystals for physical healing purposes, that your crystals are directly in contact with your skin, okay? Anywho, another reason why direct skin contact is very important is because most of the stones that are used for physical healing or emotional healing are more effective when they interact directly with the warmth produced in your body. So if you have a crystal in your pocket, or if you have a crystal in your purse and you are intending to use that crystal for physical or emotional healing purposes, you're losing out because that crystal is not going to be engaging directly with your body. What that crystal will be engaging with is the fabric or the material of your cloth or your purse, which is something that is obviously not helpful for you because the crystal that you have is too far away from your body or away from your chakra points or from the proximity of your energy to engage and act quickly or produce any results, if at all. So if you're wondering why you have been carrying crystals and they are not working, where are your crystals? Could it be that they're in your pocket? Could it be that they're in your purse? Or could it be that they're not in direct contact with your physical body? If they're not, and you're really working on physical or emotional healing, just make sure that those crystals are touching your skin. You know, there's no time to waste, and we gotta get some of these things at least correct to the degree that we can, right? Okay. If the crystals you're working with for healing purposes have a high water content, crystals like malachite or moonstone or opals or aragonite, apophyllite, or if the crystals that you're working with have no structure, or crystals which are referred to as amorphous crystals, like any type of obsidian or meteorites or moldavites or tektites, petrified wood or amber, or if you're working with any type of agate or agate jasper, like blue lace agate or moss agate or dendritic agate or ocean jasper, Picasso jasper, red jasper, tiger eye, whether it's red, blue, yellow, or mookaite, just generally any type of agate or agate jasper, don't put them in your pocket or in your purse because these stones need to have direct contact with your skin. So when you're working with these types of crystals, you just need to ensure that they're touching your chakra points or any area in close proximity to your chakra points, like around your throat, your chest, your palm chakra, the dent under the bottom of your feet. Or you can even wear them as bracelets because there's an energy point right here, and all of us have bracelets anyway, so it's just not an excuse. Then also for direct skin contact, you can also use your stones for massage because the stones that you use for massage really invigorate your energy and your blood, even if it's just for a short period of time. The other thing you can do for direct contact is, of course, to hold the crystals in the palm of your hands, especially in cases where you want to ease anxiety or you want to ease grief or you want to really stabilize your energy when you're faced with certain situations. And of course, I know there's some situations where people cannot really be wearing crystals all the time. For example, there's some places where wearing any type of jewelry is not even allowed. So in cases like that, holding crystals in the palm of your hand just to ensure that direct contact for as long as you possibly can is an option that you can look into, especially if you really want the energies of the crystals to support you in your physical or emotional healing. But of course, as with everything, there are exceptions to the rule. For example, when you're working with crystals like selenite, which are aura cleansing crystals, they do not need to directly touch your skin because they do not engage directly with your physical body. Crystals that are used for aura cleansing engages with your energetic body. So those types of crystals, of course, do not have to have any type of physical contact, and you can keep them in your purse, and it's perfectly okay to keep them in close proximity to you without them having to necessarily have direct contact with your physical body. Aura cleansing crystals work just fine when placed around you, okay? So, do the crystals you're working with or wearing for physical healing or emotional healing directly touch your body? Or are you a crystal in the pocket type of person? Let me know in the comment section whether this direct contact with the skin affects you or not. And in the meantime, you can email me at caroline@crystalstock.com. I offer personalized one-on-one consultations on how to work with your crystals. And until then, for physical and emotional healing purposes, direct skin contact is a good idea. Love you guys. Bye.